But it's like, at the same time, it's something I battle with, and I think, and I had a conversation with one of my friends, and she was like, have you ever thought about the fact that it started at home? And it's just kind of hard because me growing up with parents that had that older generation, that's from that older generation, so it's like, if your hair not straight, then your hair need to be straight. You need to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have makeup on. And I don't know how to do makeup. So it's like that's one of the things why I kind of enjoy being at Wiley, because I'm around a whole bunch of women that's like, okay, sis, I see you. Snap, snap, snap. Because it's like coming. Like my parents is always, you need to lose weight, you need to put on makeup, you need to learn how to do hair, like why you don't have stockings or this and this and that. And it's like, sometimes I shun away, my insecurity shun away from me coming home, but it's like, I feel like I'm in a stuck situation, because it's like, I want to go home to get a break from Wiley, because we know how Wiley is, and it's like, dang, I'm trying to go home, but at the same time, there's no peace of mind at home, because they're coming from that generation of, you gotta have straight hair. Like my grandma do not like natural hair at all. And it's like, how do you really kind of have that sense of like, just that peace of mind of yourself when you constantly hear it at home is what I'm saying. That's
Anybody else have anything to touch on insecurities?
I just want to say to Danielle, without knowing everything, I personally think that you are really, really beautiful. I love your natural hair. I want to be thick, period. So I think you're cute. I think you're beautiful. I love your chocolate skin, and I think you're a beautiful person, no matter what your other people say, or even if it is your parents. So stay strong, for real.
And I have something to say. I understand like you doubting yourself, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to be comfortable in your own skin and make your own decisions and be comfortable with that. And I think whatever you do, you should, feel that to 100% and know, like, regardless of what you do, you are still who you are, and nothing can derail you from that.
So how do we feel about the drama at Wiley College? What was the question? How do we feel about the drama at Wiley College? Right. All right, y'all. All right.
Okay, so I personally think all the drama here at Wiley is just all childish to me. Like, I feel like we're all in college, and I really feel like it should be just a level of maturity that we should be able to uphold being in college. Like, I understand 18 years old, you fresh out of high school, you still in that little kid stage, but being around people that has the older mentality and that wants to see you do better, they don't like have you in drama and this, that, and the other. So I just think that everyone, not everyone, all the drama here is just a bunch of BS. Like, it's just because it's nothing to do here and it's boring. So you gotta stir up some drama, I guess.
And so when you say older people, are you talking upperclassmen or just, okay, so how do y'all feel about the upperclassmen coming to y'all, or is it like slim to none? If you get what I'm saying, like, do upperclassmen actually come out to y'all and just be like, hey, look, I see, you hanging around the wrong crowd, I just want to pull you in, or is it just...
And on top of that, Wiley was like a big high school. Like,
A lot of people come from home where their parents always held their hand, and then we come here, and the administrators, some of them grab your hand too, and it's like your parents leaving you, they lay you on your own, but then administrators come and be like, you can't do this, you can't do that. So it's like, we basically still in high school, but just away from our parents. So it's like, how do you expect for certain people to grow up when they're not used to, being cut loose at a certain age?
I say use the drama as a learning tool, because there's never a place that you're gonna go where there isn't any drama. If you go to your work, once you get out and you go to your career, there's gonna be drama there too. So there's not really ways to avoid it. It's just how you deal with it and how you deal with conflicts and how you feel about yourself. That's just what I would do.
My mom is 50 years old. She comes home every single day telling me about the drama that she has at work. So drama has no age. It's not gonna stop here. Although some people act like high schoolers, they don't act their age. People till they die don't act their age. Right. So like I think for me personally, as women, I think it's just better for us to try not to engage, try to keep our name out of the tabloids and things of that sort.
And I think that a lot of like drama comes from people's insecurities, right?
Yes.
So when people are saying stuff about you, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It has everything to do with themselves. And I think that instead of getting upset about some stuff that's not true or maybe is true, like go talk to that person, find out what's going on, because it's not worth fighting over. Like nothing is worth fighting over. Nothing's worth losing your school or losing your cool or losing the possibility of a future career over some petty drama. And so I think that it's just a matter of addressing the insecurities that we have in ourselves. If you are the type of person that just enjoys being in drama, I think that you just need to address that problem within yourself.
In those situations, like you don't have to get in fights. Like I hear the craziest stuff about myself on this campus. And my first year here, I used to go in my room and cry. Now I laugh at everything I hear. So people are gonna talk about you, especially if you're doing something, especially if you're trying to do something for yourself or do something for other people or put yourself out there. People gonna always have something to say. So you can live your life or you can give it energy. Just don't give it any energy.
Well, pretty much, because this is a small campus, like, you don't have control over what you hear sometimes or what you see. So it's always what the power that you give it. So there's always mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical obstacles. Obstacles meaning people, administrators, whatever, etc., that are gonna stop you to be successful. So as long as you literally just let that roll over, because it's something that if you give it the power to let it stop you being successful, then it means that you gave it the power. Like it, like whatever someone says ain't none of your business, because it shouldn't affect you. And if it affects you, then you have to ask the personal question, why is it affecting me? Right? Because then there is some truth to it. And then you have to analyze that, and you gotta practice that, so what you can see is what's being observed on the outside as well.
So do y'all feel like men bring a lot of drama? Oh
Woo! Good to talk.
Okay, so what kind of drama do men bring into y'all life?
I gotta stand up for these.
The crown? Oh, I got it.
Y'all know boys love their homeboy. No. The boy, okay, let me say for example, you got something going on with this boy. Y'all business is between y'all two. They get to telling their homeboys, then their homeboys get to telling little people. And see me, I ain't gonna say I'm the mean type of the people.
Hey y'all, can we be respectful?
I'm not gonna say I'm the mean type, but I don't take bull crap. So that'll just send me out to be seen. I'm just saying.
You're saying that the dude that you're messing with, him running his mouth to his homeboys.
Well, not the kid one, but no. You know, bye.
Okay, so don't females do the same thing?
Yeah. But we know how to keep quiet.
Yeah, we know how to keep quiet.
Men like to show off. Men like to show off like, you know what I'm saying?
then, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, my little girl was like, yeah, like, so men find it as a trophy, you know, they find it as masculinity to them. And so when they talk, they're not always talking to their friend, but they're talking to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you grow up, your mother always tell you, or your father, whoever says, you have to be assertive where, you know what I'm saying, you have to always be assertive around your surroundings. Because if I'm saying something to Leah, y'all all are listening to me. Even though y'all know I might be looking my face, you know what I'm saying, but y'all are listening to me. And man find it as another lash on there, you know what I'm saying, chart like, you know, me and my little last night. And it can be something as simple as, you know what I'm saying, oh, we had like a little make-out session, you know what I'm saying, but they take it to extreme. And so when they hear this and they hear that, they like, dang, I didn't know she was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, you heard old girl like this. And they try, so they homeboy be like, hey, you looking nice today. Try and get like little compliments, you know, like add on to build on, see if she really like that. But
Like your shoes.
yeah.
Like your
Simple stuff.
This question says, how do you deal with outgrowing your circle of friends? Now let me go ahead. So, okay, I would say freshman year I came here with like 20,000 friends. Like, you know, you my friend, you my friend, you my friend, you my friend, you my friend. But as time progressed, problems happened and growth came about. All it is, it's really growth. Some people won't understand, some people will. It's just how you go about it. You know, no hard feelings to you, but it's just, you know, I had to outgrow you. You know, I had to level up and you were still, you know.
And I think it is hard and it's awkward if your old friends still go here. But I just feel like, and even for me, I guess I could say, with me losing friends, like, it only, like, I guess me being more isolated in the sense and spending less time with my friends and more time, like, honing in on myself and who I am, like, it helped me find myself. It helped me hear stuff that I wouldn't have heard from God if I was around those same people. So outgrowing people is never bad. Although it's seen as bad and it's awkward, maybe, like, seeing them, but, like, I can't do that with you no more. Like, I gotta move on.
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to talk about the toxic relationship with your friend. So,
How do you protect a close friend that's in a toxic relationship?
like how you said, how your mom pointed it out, but you still didn't see it. So it's just like you can tell someone over and over again. It's just like it's not going to change until something drastic between those two people happen, and then it's like they're going to take that step back and they'll be like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I should have been realized this. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's like you can't really go in somebody else's business because it's going to be like, why are you doing that? You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to help me. But it's like, you know, some people get in that mindset and it's like, you can't really help them. They just gotta go through it.
So I just want to ask a question in response to what you're saying. I definitely agree, but how long should you have to deal, and this is just hypothetically, how long should you have to deal with that? You know, because when a personal friend, you're going to be there when they're happy and when they're sad. But seeing if they come to you to talk about the negative of the person and then they're happy again with the person, but it just keeps going back and forth, how long do you have to deal with that?
Well, for one, if that's your friend, and then if it's your good friend at that, if it's your good friend at that, of course you're going to be there with them thick and thin because you want to be there for them emotionally. So of course I wouldn't leave them feeling like you're not going to be here for me in my time of need. I'm going to be there until they're done with whoever it is, and then just help them figure it out afterwards, basically.
I was gonna say that I think sometimes you gotta kind of think about self first, because even in friendships, that toxic relationship, yeah, you want to be supportive, but then you'll find yourself in a bad situation because you're trying to be supportive. So at the end of the day, you just have to kind of weigh it for yourself and whether or not it's worth you being supportive, because you don't want to lose yourself in a friend either, because you do the same thing with relationships sometimes. So every relationship is really the same. So that's my little 2 cents.
Cause, okay, I feel like that doesn't stand for everybody, because if you're strong-willed, then it shouldn't matter, because everybody is not as passive as you would think. So just standing by and helping a friend through it, it shouldn't.
Go ahead. About the friend thing. I remember when I was in high school, my friends used to always say, "You're so friendly. You're so friendly. Why you always speaking to everybody?" When I got to Wiley, I just be myself. Like me and my brother, I thought we weren't gonna have no friends, but we was different from everybody, and everybody liked it, I guess. And I could just say, be yourself. Like if that's your friend, you know what I'm saying, then they gonna stick around. You know what I'm saying. You don't gotta try to be like your friend. Like me and her is nothing alike, but this like the closest friend I ever met. And just be real. Like just keep it real. Don't. She never fake in my face. If she feeling some type of way, say it in my face. Like it's my friend. You know what I'm saying. That's another thing. Friends be telling you like like you can't tell them about yourself. You know what I'm saying? They take it as an offense, but you my friend. You know what I'm saying? So I say just be real and be open and like get that understanding.
I was gonna say I have the strangest group of friends. Like, but every last one of my friends, we weren't friends when we first got to Wiley. We just kind of like attached little by little, and it's like being open-minded to new types of people is the best thing you can do while you're in school, because everybody isn't going to be the same. And then you also have to judge like what is friendship to you, because being friendly doesn't mean that's your friend. I mean, sometimes you have associates for a reason. You have people and places for everything. So that's just my little lesson I learned from college.
Okay, so last semester, you know, me being fresh to college, I was speaking to people, you know, speaking to certain people, you'll get a look like, why is she talking to me? And it's just like, for one, I'm new here, I'm trying to get to know new people, but coming back this semester, I shied away from that because it's like, I already know that if I try to speak to you, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy, even though it's like, I'm just trying to be cool, because I don't look for confrontation or none of that. But it's just like another thing, I feel like, I don't want to offend nobody, but another thing, I really feel like it's a lot of females here with just bad attitudes. And it's just like, it's hard to make friends with y'all. Ooh, I'm sorry. But it's just really hard to make relationships here. So I just keep going.
But really, it's hard. But you know, they have RB actually you spoke to, and I see why you would be turned away from it. My last question is, I think Maya has said you have to want to make friends. So does anyone in this room want to make friends? After this, we're gonna add each other on social media, okay?
Okay, y'all. So for the last, what was it? For the last game to win off my care packages, I'm gonna ask if you all could get in a circle on around. Wiley Duck C, what's up? Okay, I'm gonna explain it anyway. I'm explaining. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? Every time y'all hear right, y'all will pass the note to the right. Every time y'all hear left, you're gonna pass it to the left. Right, until I get done with the end of the story. When I'm done with the end of the story, 4 ladies will have congrats. You won a care For real. Can we slide over this way? Can we slide over? The story starts where another one left off. Like all good stories do. It's about a girl named Sarah who right now is just feeling a little bit blue. Her dog is sick. Someone just left this earth. Things really aren't great. And right now, she's on her way to what will likely be a terrible day. On the walk to the date, she realized she left her gloves right beside her bed. She turned to go back. She left them and runs into Mr. Right instead. His eyes are bright. His hair's just right. And he's kind of someone that she's used to. Sarah just stares, play with her hair, and think he is staring right at me. Both Sarah and Mr. Right mutter hello, not knowing the right thing to say. And they both find the right word. During their talk, Sarah gets an urgent text from her mom. She left waiting. So let's start with one. Oh, that didn't count. I'm sorry. No, that's the right word. Because during her chat, Mr. Wright, she forgot the man that she's dating. So she's dating another man. Sarah apologizes, rushes by on the left, and leaves Mr. Wright on his way. Before they even write down their numbers to call each other on the phone, Sarah grabs the gloves she left at home, sits right beside her bed, they head right to the restaurant. With no time left to clear her head. On her date, hold on, somebody got two? Who got two? Just left. Here we go. We're back on it. We're back. Okay, everything left in her life is a disaster, and right now, she just needs fun. She turns left out of the restaurant, and of course, who is there in the night? Mr. Right.
Mr. Right.
Wait, is it Mr. Right? It's none other than a man she left in the snow. The one and only Mr. Right.
Okay, we know he was coming somewhere.
Hours and hours turns into days, and everything seems to be going right.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
Until something goes wrong,
Okay.
something feels left out.
Left.
Give me this.
Causes a fight. No matter how bad it might be, a grand gesture makes everything go right. Is a happy couple makes the celebration what's left of Christmas night. Okay, now this is where we reveal. One
didn't. I didn't have my card.
It don't matter. She won.
All right, y'all. All right. Calm down. It's fair game.
I always win. First person to tell me what year Wiley College was founded.
18th.
She a fan. She a president fan.
That is. Can we all come in as a group to take a picture? Okay, she wants to take a picture. Can we all come in as a group?
Taking a picture.